It is time now for us to talk about this letter. And do you know what letter this is? This is the letter E. Yes, and E is a vowel, and it is our fifth vowel that we will be learning. Today we're going to learn all about the short E sound, which spells eh, 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 eh. To sign the letter E, you're going to take your hand and fold your fingers down so that they're touching your palm, and then you'll go with your thumb over top of that in front of your fingers. Just like that, and we can make the short E sound while we sign the E. Eh, eh, eh. E spells eh, like in the beginning of elephant. Hi there. Eh, eh, elephant. Sometimes we hear the eh sound in the middle of words, such as in the word bed, b-e-d, bed, eh, 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 or in the middle of the word pet, p-e-t, pet, eh, eh, eh. Sometimes we hear that eh sound in the beginning of words, such as in the word end, like the end, 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 eh, 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 or in the name Ed, 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 eh, eh, eh. It's time for us to talk about how we make that sound, that eh sound, with our mouths. So that short E or that eh sound is pretty relaxed and easy, like a little eh. To make the short eh sound, relax your lips and keep your tongue in the middle of your mouth, slightly raised, but not too high, making an open mouth smile. Eh, eh. You can take your hand and put your thumb and pointer finger on each corner of your mouth like this, and you can really feel that eh, eh, eh. There's a little bit of tension in those corners, and your mouth is a little bit opened. We hear that eh sound in words like bed, b-ed, and leg, and egg, and elephant. All right, let's try it together. Relax your lips. Put your tongue in the middle of your mouth just a little, and put your fingers on either corner of your mouth. So I've got my thumb and my pointer on my corners. And let's say eh, 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 eh. Very good. Now, because E is a vowel, what do we know about vowels and their sounds? Yes, it's a continuous sound, which means we can stretch it for as long as we have air. Exactly. So I can say eh, and stretch it and stretch it and stretch it. That's why we love these vowels, because they help us to create the connections between our consonants, and they're great for singing. All right, keep practicing that eh sound. Now it's time for you to be a sound detective. So tune up your ears so they're ready for listening, and tell me if you hear the eh in the beginning of these words. So it will be in that initial beginning sound. If you do hear it, give me a thumbs up. And if you don't hear it, give me a thumbs down. The first word is ember. Ember. Do you hear the eh in the beginning of ember? Ember. I hear it. All right, the next word is rip. Rip. Say rip. Do you hear eh in the beginning of rip? No, me neither. The next word is another animal. It's the animal iguana. Iguana. Say iguana, iguana. Do you hear eh in the beginning of iguana? I hear the short I sound. Iguana. So I didn't hear it. And then our last word for that or that beginning position is egg. Egg, like I made an omelet with an egg. Egg, egg. I heard it. You too? Good. Now let's see if we can hear it in the middle position. Listen closely. Do you hear the eh in the middle of these words? The first word is bed. Bed. Say it. Bed. Do you hear eh in the middle of bed? I heard it too. B-ed. The next word is the word tick. Tick. Say tick, tick. Do you hear eh in the middle of tick? T-ick. Nope, I hear it, that short I sound. So I didn't hear it. Wah, wah. The next word is the word vet. Vet, like you take your dog to the vet. Say vet. All right, do you hear it? V-et. I heard it. V-et. I heard it. And our last word is the word dip, like you would dip your chip in some dip. D-ip, d-ip. I hear that short I again, so no e in the middle of dip. Great job being a sound detective. Here's our vowel valley with all the sounds we've learned so far. We learned the I sound for inchworm. We learned the A sound for astronaut, the A sound for otter, and the sound for umbrella. And today we are learning the E sound for elephant. So you can see I have an arrow pointing just where that sound goes in our vowel valley. Let's practice writing an uppercase E in the air. Starting at the top line, you are going to do a straight line down to the bottom, stop, hop back up to the top, and do a straight line across the top line, stop, hop to the middle, do a straight line across the middle, stop, and hop down to the bottom and do a straight line across the bottom, stop. How many lines are there in the uppercase letter E? I count 4 lines. Do you see them? Let's do them again. Starting at the top, straight down to the bottom, hop to the top, straight across, hop to the middle, straight across, hop to the bottom, straight across. Now, if we look at the uppercase E and the lowercase e, they're very different. These are 2 letters that do not look like a mini of one and a biggie of the other. They're very different letters. So to make the lowercase e, you are going to work in the space between the middle line and the bottom line. Starting halfway between the bottom and the middle, you're going to make a straight line across. And then you're going to do a curve up to the middle line, past it, down, around to the bottom, and curve up a little bit. Almost like you were going to make a circle, but you changed your mind. So let's go again. We start halfway between the bottom and the middle, do a straight line over. Then we come up in a curve to the middle, curve around, trying to touch where that line was before, coming down around and curving up to the bottom. It's almost like the letter C, isn't it? It has a lot in common, except it has that horizontal line going across it. And that's how you make the lowercase e.